Hey Gator, how are you? Yeah, it was a late night. We had to have a clinic day today because the holiday and then we're closed on Friday. You've been cooking all day? I've been thinking about food all day. All the Thanksgiving feast that I'm not fixing tomorrow. Well, that's good. You're fixing something for you to eat. What are you having? Or what are you going to have? Hoping I can shoot up on I-4 and traffic's not going to be backed up. Oh, a spicy chicken sandwich. That sounds good. Hey there. How are you? Is it Baba Yaga? I may not have said that right, but welcome. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Hey to whoever's on Twitch. Thank you. I'm having a staycation at my house. God willing. Fingers crossed. What's a staycation? It's when you stay at home instead of going on a vacation. I got 4 days off, so I'm staying at home and hopefully don't have to go out and do anything, or um, I can just stay home. So that's what I'm hoping for. I think Jason talked about having a staycation as well. I'm trying to avoid this panhandler here. I'm going to go tonight and have some salad at Olive Garden. I can go and just pig out on salad, and I've been wanting some, so I'm going to go tonight. Then that way, I don't even know whether I'll go out and pick up any Thanksgiving food. Just depends. I just really feel like being lazy. you doing a staycation too? It's doing a little bit better right at the moment, thank goodness. But it comes and goes. But I realized my little grandson was sick last night. They had to go to the emergency room. He had a fever of 103 and just was miserable. And he's got 2 viruses. But that's what I had last week when I came back from Florida and hit me on Monday. I wasn't tired from the trip. I was sick. His little sickness had hit me. So it explained a whole lot to all of us because we were all sick. He had the rhinovirus and the what's it called? I'm not going to pronounce it right. Adenovirus, which is the one that causes the high fever. They checked for RSV and the big C, and he didn't have either one of those. But yeah, his mom and stepdad was sick all weekend long. He's the one that they checked the urine for the big C. Yeah, so we all got sick, and more than likely, he was sick the night I got there. Because remember, I mentioned to y'all that he got sick and threw up in the bed the night I got to Virginia. So at least I somewhat feel better that I was at least exposed to something. Because I'm thinking, I've been sick since July the 28th, and I can't get better. And just when I think I'm getting better, then I have this relapse. But I'm thinking it's my immune system, but I think it's just I keep getting exposed to something. So in that regard, I do feel better. But I can't be upset with my little fella. He was so sick last night, and he fell asleep, and then he woke up and was FaceTiming with me, and I could see his little red cheeks in the dark. He was miserable. Well, it just all makes sense now that we know that's what he had, and it was contagious. So I'm like, yeah, that's what we all had. That's what I had, so. Even as Paw has pink eye, and then when we read up on that virus, conjunctivitis is one of the symptoms, so he had the pink eye from this virus. Is your grandson home, Gator? Did he make it home from Indiana? Oh no, so he's probably got this virus stuff that's going around too. One of my last patients, we had to do an aspiration, and the specimen has to be shipped off to FedEx via FedEx to the lab. And of course, it's the day before a holiday, and we're closed on Friday, and it's a timed specimen. So I'm like, oh, I'll take it with me and drop it off at the FedEx store. But because we're late, the FedEx store is closed. So now I've got to take it with me and drop it off at FedEx on Friday. So I will have to run out for a minute on Friday. Oh, so you got to see him today. Very cool. Very nice. What do y'all think? I just had a thought. I have a return I need to take to Target, and I was going to do it tonight. I'm like, oh, I got to run to FedEx on Friday. But Friday is Black Friday, isn't it? And I don't want to go into Target, so I may have to stop tonight. And that you got to be proud of, Gator, that your son did so well raising your grandson. I mean, that's a wonderful testimony. Your son did real good for him. And know he'll be looking out and looking over you all tomorrow, like he does every day. Oops, see, I just got goosebumps over that. He might be riding along with us, Gator. So I'm thinking I do need to stop at Target tonight and do my return versus Friday, because I don't want to get in that mess. Oh, that's super. I love that idea, Gator. Love that. Oh, that's good. My aunt that just lost her husband, she went out today with her daughter, and she said they saw rainbows and cardinals everywhere they went. So that was very nice, and I think that was good for my aunt to see that he was letting her know he's with her still. Daggone, there's traffic on the turnpike tonight. Well, it looks like there's traffic near my dead zone, so I was hoping to breeze through there tonight. Oh, that's very cool. And he accepted that graciously. I'm assuming that was his dad's duties. Oh, yeah. I bet he'd be honored now to take that over. Oh, that's very cool. I'm so happy. He may be a little nervous, but that's cool that he's willing to do it. I mean, if he's never done it before. And do you use like a regular knife? I mean, a knife, or do you use like an electric knife? What do you do to carve with? Electric, yeah, that makes it so much easier. Oh, that's very cool that he's going to bring some buddies with him that doesn't have anybody. Very nice. And I knew you couldn't say no, but that's nice that he even was thoughtful enough to even think about his buddies and invite them to you, to your all's families gathering. That's very cool, Gator. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Oh, I'm glad the sign was wrong. I didn't have traffic where I thought it would, so that's good. Oh, Nancy, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, but finally in peace, and that's good that you know that she's healed and not suffering anymore. And that's where you got to find your peace. Gator lost her son, but she's put a place at the table for him. So, maybe that will help your family with the holidays if you put a place at the table for her as well. Don't you hate that daggone spell check? I mean, it's nice sometimes, but sometimes it's not. It's like I know what I want to spell, let me spell it, and then it changes it 3 times. I hate when you hit send and then it changes it. You think you've got it and then you hit send and it's like, that is not what I wrote. I figured out if you're trying to write something and it keeps changing it, just do this another extra letter. Like if you're writing, you know, girl, GIRL, and it keeps changing it, do GIRLL, and then when you take the extra L off, it'll stay. Oh wow, Gator. Good for you. Deal dip. That sounds yummy. Deviled egg sounds good too. You see how the sky looks weird? I've got like these really low hanging clouds like the last few days, but it was really rainy and gloomy this morning. Those clouds are still hanging low. I hadn't even had a chance to watch the weather, so. That's what I would think that you would eat it with the French bread. Yep. And you make it with dill, as in the dill, I guess seasoning dill, the spice dill, whatever you want to call it. The dill that they put in pickles, I guess. Oh, she made a cheesecake. See, I'd be tempted to eat it if it was already made in there. Hard time waiting. Deal weed, yes, yes. Real onion, or do you use like minced onion or onion? I'm assuming not onion powder, but what kind of onion? Oh, you're saying onion powder. Sorry, I can't read and drive apparently. Mayo, onion powder, garlic powder, and parsley. Gotcha. I made some last night, and it's just something easy that I like. I just take I have one of those little tiny crock pots, and I put a block of cream cheese in there, and I put onion powder and garlic powder, and I cut up a jalapeno and put it in there, and just put in that little crock pot till the cream cheese melts, and then I take a cracker and put like either a cucumber or a green pepper and a little half of a cherry tomato, or the plum tomatoes, I think they are, the smaller ones, and with a little bit of garlic pepper sprinkled on there, and that's really yummy. Um, and I found that when it hardens, it kind of goes back to the cream cheese form. I had some leftover steak, and I put that on a piece of steak, and that was the best, like, mixture. That cream cheese jalapeno on that piece of steak. Oh my goodness, that was good. Oh, the Cornish hen is a turkey. Does he think it's turkey? Maybe they won't know. It is good, Gator. You could probably eat it on a lot of different things because once it goes back to that hardened form, I just spoon it out, and it's. Oh, that is so sad. I watched it last night. It was just horrible. And you know, tomorrow's just going to be awful as well. What time does it start? I forgot I was going to Target. So he gets a baby turkey. Noon, okay. All right. Now, if anybody watches the Macy's Day Parade, um, I have a friend who's piloting one of the balloons. I got a couple friends, but I don't know what Amy's balloon is. But Sarah is the pilot for Smokey the Bear. And she said his true name is Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear. So if anybody's watching the Macy's Day Parade, Sarah is the pilot for the Smokey Bear balloon. It's all day? Okay, cool. Oh, cool. So, yes. So, my friend Sarah, my daughter's wedding, but she will be the pilot. So, she'll be leading all the handlers that's holding on to the balloon. And in 2009, my daughter and I were both in the Macy's Day Parade with Sarah, and we're balloon handlers, which was pretty cool. So, definitely was an experience. All right, I'm here at Target, so I'm going to go do my exchange, and I'm going to go grab a bite to eat, and I may jump on for a quick trip back home, so I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Have a good evening. Bye.